Alex, it's a good thing you called me when you did, because about an hour ago, there was a police helicopter going around.
What did you do?
I did nothing, but somebody did, because they were chatting him up.
Oh, boy.
They were saying, I didn't hear everything, but they were saying, like, I think a name, and then add an address, and then, come out with your hands up kind of stuff.
Holy shit.
Yeah. No idea what that was all about, but it was probably, a couple blocks away in the, more uncouth part of this neighborhood.
God damn. Where do you live?
Well, it sounds like I live in South Central, doesn't it? But I don't.
Yes.
I live in a pretty nice, newish complex in San Jose. Although I guess technically San Jose is kind of like the South Central of the Bay Area.
Okay.
It's a bit south, but I'm also near the center of town. Does that make any sense?
I guess.
Yeah.
So what happened? Did this guy come out?
I don't know, but the cops, they repeated that line over their loud phone and then circled around in the same path for
that's got to be
roughly 45 minutes to an hour, and then now they're gone.
That's got to be real awkward if the guy's not home.
Yeah, right. Or just has his headphones on.
They're just disrupting the neighborhood. Or he's got his head. He's playing Minecraft.
Yeah, it's reverse swatting. You just sit there and you get yourself swatted. Ugh.
Yeah, why didn't they just send some guys in?
Some guys are coming. Maybe they did. Because you just have the helicopter sort of the.
Or for maximum intimidation, why didn't they just have the helicopter bang down the door?
I know, right? That would seem like the most obvious thing. I mean, why are they circling around anyway if the helicopter can hover and just slowly bear down on the roof of the house and then...
Or have Helicopter-chan just to slip through the door and go, "Ojimashimashou."
I don't think that happens in this country.
What?
We have no adorable police mascots, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
No. Once again, this is not Los Angeles, the setting of the Ace Attorney series.
Oh, that's right.
This is San Jose.
Yeah, that's a series very, very clearly set in America.
Of course.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy some hamburgers.
Hamburger.
Mr. Black. All right, Ray, why don't we helicopter ourselves into the main show?
Okay.
Is that a thing people say?
I mean, yeah, but, you don't have... I mean, usually at the beginning of the show like this, we just pretend like it's a candid recording.
Ray, why don't we segue into the theme song? I'm making air quotes. Theme song, and then have conversations.
This whole show was a quote. I don't know what that means. Folks, welcome once again to No More Whoppers. Thank you again for listening, of course. My name is Ray Barnholt, and I've never worn a cardigan. And with me, as always, America's favorite skin job, Alex Frioli.
Hey, I pass.
Well, yeah, you do.
Right? Yeah.
Cells
I don't know that I've ever worn a cardigan. I think I have.
It seems like something you might have done in the school play.
I was never in a school play.
Okay, well, then scratch that as well. My mistake. Well, Alex, I don't know exactly how funny this episode will be, As the listeners may or may not know, depending on how closely they follow us, one of us went through some shit recently, and a big decision had to be made.
Okay.
Some discomfort, but, life goes on, right?
Yeah.
And I am, of course, referring to my wisdom teeth extraction. Let's talk about it.
Oh, gross. Yes.
As part of, I guess this is part of our regular segment, The Human Body is Bullshit.
My favorite segment.
Yeah. But in truth... in
tooth?
Whoop. I was very lucky, and everything went really smoothly.
Oh, good.
So I feel good. Yeah. So, I mean, the thing was that ever since I moved to California, I had been neglecting the dentist.
Oh, boy.
And for the most childish possible reason you could imagine. Do you want to guess?
Superstition.
No.
Okay,
A little less childish.
Okay.
You want to take a second guess, or should I just keep going?
You owe him a blood debt?
Who? Oh, the dentist?
Yeah. Like he saved your daughter's life.
Women can be dentists too, Alex. Come on.
Okay. Oh, you're right. I've had a woman dentist in my life.
Yeah, of course. No, it was basically because I was kind of afraid of being scolded.
Okay.
For being neglectful.
So the Paul F. Tompkins defense of you don't want to be yelled at. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. So that kind of went on for a few years, and then I'd never had my wisdom teeth out because they never really bugged me. I never had any pain.
That's good.
Perfectly fine, as far as I was concerned, until one of them started really breaking. And this was at least I think 5 years ago. This started. Or something like that. But yeah, so this one wisdom tooth just started breaking very slowly and just kind of coming off every so often in a big chip. But I still kind of ignored it because again, it wasn't really painful. But I did think in the back of my head, well, I'm gonna have to take care of this someday. And then more recently, a few months ago, some of my other teeth started getting yellow to the point where I thought maybe they were also decaying. But spoilers, they weren't. They were just dirty. Despite all my brushing. I brushed fine, by the way. I kept up a good regimen.
Good.
So, I mean, partly as a preventative measure out of fear. But eventually that combined with the other condition was just okay, well, I think it's time to man up and go to a dentist now, because I'm also, as at the time, almost 35, so let's get this over with. And I expected they would tell me to go get my wisdom teeth taken out, because the dentist, there's a dentist and an oral surgeon. I expected as much. I just wanted, a checkup and a cleaning to start with. So I did that, and sure enough, yeah, they showed me that my wisdom teeth should probably come out, because the two at the bottom were nearing 45-degree angles.
Oh, gross.
Which is not the worst possible case of a wisdom teeth, as I've lightly researched already. But
yeah,
nonetheless, it should happen. And the broken one in the upper part definitely had to go. So I was just okay, well then I'll set it up. And sure enough, I did. And I set up a consultation with an oral surgeon. And then the next week, he just said, yeah, let's go do it. Let's get it taken out. And I got it taken out that following week. And
Fun.
Of course, you might be wondering, well, did you go under? Did you get sedated? And yes,
did you?
Yes.
I want to be sedated?
Yes.
Is that what you said? Did you sing the song to the guy?
No, I'm sure they heard that a million times.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I had a feeling they might have. And yeah, I definitely did, because again, after all my neglect and all my fear and stuff, I was just I would just like to avoid this completely. So just please put me under so I don't have to think about it. And yeah, it was quite easy. I wasn't really afraid or anything. I woke up maybe 2 or 3 times just to.
Oh no!
No, not in a super active way, but it was just oh, I just opened my eyes a bit, and at that time I was just oh yeah, great, going good. Okay, just thinking to myself, okay, yeah, this is going on. All right, cool, everything's working.
How's it going with you guys?
And then I did feel a grind that I guess I woke up right before they were taking the tooth out.
Oh, dude, no.
It wasn't that bad though, because I was numbed and
I know, but
just half sedated. So I'm just all right, man, cool, let's do it.
I'm getting heebie-jeebies just imagining them grinding your skull.
Well, I mean, it didn't really happen. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't feel it, and I didn't really hear it.
Gross.
I mean, the thing is, I'm not scared of the dentist. Besides the dumb scolding part, I have no fear of needles or the equipment or anything like that.
Oh, I do.
I'm fully aware of what's going on. I want them to, I want to get what I paid for, essentially. So that's why I did it. So yeah, and before I knew it, it was 90 minutes later, and it was all done. My of course my wife brought me there, and she was waiting the whole time, but she was I didn't expect it to be almost 2 hours. She went across the street to Starbucks at least a couple times.
Wow.
She was waiting for me. So
I was gonna say that's part 1 in our new segment, How's Ray's Mouth.
Yes. Well, I can tell you about the aftermath in part 2.
Oh, do it.
Well, there's
starting
really no aftermath.
now.
That's the thing. That's what I was saying, is that I feel very, very lucky that everything went very smoothly because I had no really residual pain after that at all.
Oh, good. Wow.
I just stuck to the script basically and just, didn't really spit very violently, just kept things slow and neat, and everything worked out perfectly. And
that's fun.
Yeah. And it was like, by the way, when I went to that first dentist, they were very nice and didn't really care about lecturing me or anything because it was the very first time I went there. So, of course, they're just going to do their job and be as friendly as possible. So I really had nothing to worry about for the last 15 years.
Wow.
That's the moral of the story.
That's pretty good. That's like, it's like, how when you can't afford insurance, but years go by without you needing it, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, essentially. I did my research too. I was looking up dentists left and right. Looking at reviews and things. And so there was a nice youngish couple who runs an office together. So,
Dr. Mastandria, graphics 5 out of 5. That's my review.
I see. Okay.
Music 4 out of 5.
Great. Well,
gameplay 1 out of 5.
Any other questions?
How are cars made? Sorry, I'm going to do that every time.
Yeah, you are.
So, yeah, when I had my wisdom teeth out, I had a very unfortunate aftermath. I might have gone into this on a previous episode, but here we go anyway.
Yeah, it's germane.
I had a bad reaction. So some medications did not get along in my tum-tum. And I ended up throwing up my medication, throwing up the mashed potatoes I had for lunch, and throwing up the gauze that was in my tooth sockets that was soaking up the blood.
Maybe I have heard that. Yeah. Geez.
So without the gauze in my mouth, blood is just flowing freely from my sockets, and I'm kneeling in front of the toilet with blood dripping down my mouth like I'm a serial killer cannibal.
Oh dear.
In extreme pain. And I think that was I must have been I was about 20, and that is the last time I can recall crying from pain in my life.
Yeah.
And it was more the frustration. It was like a combination of pain and frustration because no matter what I did, I could not get the pain to stop because I couldn't even keep painkillers down because my stomach was like, nope.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was very bad.
Well, like I said, I was confident. I wasn't even really afraid of being in pain or something. I thought I'd be, honestly, a bit more drugged out than I was afterwards, but I wasn't. I thought I'd be laid up for a couple of days, playing Nintendo, but it didn't really work out that way.
I hope you still took time off work under that guise.
I took, I got the operation on Friday, and I stayed home on Monday.
Okay, that's fine.
I did make the smart decision of going on Friday because I know I'd have the weekend to recover.
Right.
And so I stayed home anyway. I stayed on the couch basically just for funsies, but also for recoveries. So
cool.
And I went fine. No real blood. Got the gauze out as instructed. And, like I said, just ate a lot of yogurt.
Yogurt's pretty good.
I did have my wife go to the grocery store for me and buy like 10 yogurts.
Yeah. You'll play.
A lot of drinks and stuff. No, actually, it was a lot of... the grocery store is called Sprouts, and it's kind of a little bit like Trader Joe's, but not really. It's a bit more variety. But they sell a lot of like Icelandic yogurt. Apparently, that's the new thing.
Whoa.
Before it was Greek yogurt. Now it's Icelandic yogurt. Not a fan, but it did the job when I needed it, I guess.
Does it make you look and sound like Bjork?
I'm afraid not.
Fuck.
It's very thick yogurt.
Okay.
It's not very runny.
Okay.
I mean, you don't really need to stir it.
I don't like runny yogurt.
Right, but the consequence is it's almost too thick.
Like a Jell-O?
Well, Jell-O's not thick. Jell-O,
you
can really cut through Jell-O.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd better run some tests.
All right, I'll send some to you.
I'll try out this Icelandic yogurt.
I'll send some yogurt to you. Not in ice, so
good.
Get it at its best possible quality.
Ew, it's sitting out there in the Japanese summer sun before they ship it to my place. I was always a big fan of the Yoplait Lime. That was my yogurt jam.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like lime flavored anything, really.
I'm big on strawberry stuff.
Strawberry.
Peach yogurt's also good. Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, whatever. So yeah, that's my mouth.
What? Tales from Ray's mouth.
Yeah.
I always like putting granola in the yogurt.
Yes, Alex. That's
you ever
a
do
common
that?
thing. Yeah, people. Now they even some of them even come with granola.
I remember that. I mean, they've been doing that for decades. I remember that.
Okay.
I sometimes it's fun to use yogurt instead of milk in your cereal.
Well, that's weird. I don't
You're
think I've
weird.
tried that.
It's good.
I'm sure it's good, but it doesn't sound too out of the ordinary. It's a dairy product.
It is.
So, I'm just like, I haven't really tried it. I mean, you're basically just making a giant parfait.
Yes, thank you.
Instead of a cup, it's in a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
It wasn't out, it was in.
What'd you use, Reese's Puffs?
I don't remember. Oh, I think Reese's Puffs is a cereal I can't go back to.
Oh, well, yeah, me neither. But
I feel like I loved it as a kid, but it might be too sweet for me now.
Yeah.
I am excited to visit America to gorge myself on peanut butter crunch.
Isn't that almost the same thing?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What was your yogurt cereal of choice?
It might have been Honey Bunches of Oats.
Ah.
That's I mean that's good regardless.
Ah, yes.
Oats.
We've sort of wrapped back around to our first episode, haven't we? When we talked about
We
cereals.
have. That's right. Everything comes full circle.
Yeah, and now I have four fewer teeth.
Next episode, we're going to talk about P22 man again.
Maybe.
All right.
I did just take a peek at Mr. Muniz's Twitter before we started, and he says,
how's he doing?
Well, let's see. What was it? He said something very enlightening. Very, very, very enlightening. What was it? He says, I'm not going to lie, ... Every once in a while, I bing my name.
Okay.
1,400 likes on that one.
All right. Fun.
Yep.
I've never the most likes I've had on a tweet is maybe 1,000, and that was a joke that I put a lot of effort into, and he just tweets out bullshit and exceeds that almost instantly.
Celebrities, man.
How do we become celebrities?
They're just on a different plane than us.
Yes, the astral
I don't know.
plane.
Matt J moved to LA. Maybe you can hook us up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's.
You mean that's right he did, or that's right he can?
Both.
Oh, okay.
No, I've been thinking like, well, we're gonna cover bar talk later on. A lot of things are happening, but like in the unfortunate situation that I would have to give up the bar, my contingency plan is just move to California and just try to podcast full time.
I see. That's your only contingency plan?
Well,
Tell me you have one more.
I mean, I have the obvious one, which is go back to teaching, but like, I swore I'd never do that again.
Yeah, no, okay. That doesn't count. Doesn't count. What's another one? What else you got?
I was going to join the Thailand boys soccer team.
Oh, okay.
I hear they have adventures.
As a coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to try to take down the Batman. That's another contingency plan I have. I'm going to move to, I don't know how to pronounce this, Gotham City. That reminds me, we watched a movie called Singham the other night at Fun Movie Night, which is pretty good. It's a Bollywood action movie.
Oh.
I don't have many others, really. Because one of the reasons I opened the bar is because I'd been in Japan at the time for about 8 or 9 years.
Are we doing it? This is it now?
No.
Oh.
Saving that for segment 2.
Okay, sorry, jeez.
This is the bar. This is the origins. Bar : origins.
Okay.
Evolution. I had no. I've been doing the same shitty job for about 9 years. I had no applicable job skills outside of teaching English to Japanese people. So, like, what the fuck am I going to do if I go back to America?
It's not true.
Nothing. Yes, it is.
You can write strategy guides.
Okay, all right. In the next room, go over to the corner, touch the painting, and get one blue crystal. Take it upstairs to the pedestal, and make sure you got your fire shield on, because it's time to fight Blasphemous. He's going to open with Maelstrom, which is going to knock your puppet down to 5 HP. Then you beat him, and fun, go. That's my strategy. That's how to take down Blasphemous.
Wow, that was great. That's exactly what I needed, and it was so well written.
That's you sound like a blog spam comment.
Yeah.
Wow, this article was a home run.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to encourage you. That's all.
Well, thank you.
I also meant to do this at the end.
Yay! That's for the game Patooey Quest Mobile, out now.
I see. Yes.
Oh man, how pissed off am I that?
I don't know
now,
how much are you.
Guess how much? A lot. There's a character now in Sword Art Online named Patooey.
Oh.
So suddenly there's a lot of Patooeys popping up on online places.
Wow. Moving in on your turf.
I even had one dude. Apparently, I took the Instagram account Patooey a long time ago, and I never use it.
Yeah.
But apparently, some insane weeb decided to try to get the Instagram account Patooey because anime. And he saw that it was taken. I guess he tried to message me or something, but I don't know because I haven't been on that account in years. Started going through my friends list.
Oh, Jesus.
Found my ex-girlfriend, who I haven't seen in 12 years, who lives in Switzerland or Korea or whatever, and starts messaging her like, hey, do you know this guy? How do I get in touch with him? I want to buy his Instagram account. And she's like, sorry. But then she kind of like screenshotted that and sent it to me with a laugh, because what are you doing, kid?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, anime, for ruining yet another good thing.
World's first known poisonous bird, the Patooey.
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 Oh, do we have a new drop?
Several.
What?
Dicks.
Drix?
One of our
Ozzy and
listeners.
Drix?
One of our listeners took one of our bar live streams and made a bunch of Rachel drops. So get ready for those.
I see.
Yeah.
But does she say Drix?
Dicks.
What do you think it is, Ray?
Dicks.
Tricks?
Yeah.
You think it's Tricks?
Trix or Drix? Ozzy and Drix? Were you guys watching Ozzy and Drix at the bar?
No. What is that?
It was the animated series based on Osmosis Jones.
Isn't it the Russian title of Syphil and Ollie?
No.
Okay.
Dicks. 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 Dicks.
Deep throat.
Thanks. Oh, Snake. We have a little bit of time in this segment. I'm gonna I now have a drop for this segment, which I do every week, and here it is.
This is whatever Alex is playing right now.
Yeah.
No, wait a
this What's up?
Hold on.
What?
Before anything else,
What?
I thought, video games would be the last thing you'd want to talk about.
Why? I love video games.
All right. Let's talk about E3,
I'm a hardcore gamer.
which was a fucking month ago.
Yeah, that's true. We just haven't recorded in a while.
Really, there's only one game I'd want to mention to you, and that is...
The new version of a game called
Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah.
got that remake of Resident Evil 2.
That's right.
What do you think about that, buddy?
Check it out. You got Raccoon City. You got Leon Scott Kennedy. You got Claire Redfield. Sherry Birkin's in it. They got her back. A spider is there.
Gotta have a spider.
They've got a wide selection of liquors.
That's true.
Mr. X. No one. Ooh, what does the X stand for? Ooh, spooky.
Yeah.
Ada Wong.
Yep.
Who she also sang the theme from FF8. Not many people know. She was also the protagonist of Xenogears. Not many people know. What else? You got Zombambos walking around, shuffling around.
Is that like Zubumafu?
A lot of flesh bosses, flesh beasts. Yeah. Anyway.
So from all that, can I gather that you're interested in it?
That's not really my jam.
Oh.
Yes, of course I am.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Whew, you had me spooked. But not as much as Capcom will this January.
Turn to camera.
I did turn a little bit just now. Looking out the window, just seems the helicopters there.
Yeah, RE2 was that was when the series clicked for me because I rented the first one as a kid.
It clicked for many people.
When I was in middle school, I rented RE1. It's like, I don't get this. I don't like tank controls. This is too hard. I'm gonna play Mario now.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
And then 2 came out, and I think I saw the commercial, and I'm like, oh, this kind of looks good. And I bought it, and fortunately, 2 was a lot more forgiving than 1 in terms of like ammo and healing items. I felt like 1 was kind of brutally hard at the time.
Sure.
Or maybe it was just because I didn't really know how to approach the series at that time.
No, you need a lot of help.
And fun fact, I remember following the development of 1 when I used to read Game Players magazine. And I remember the original idea for 1 was that not all the item boxes are linked. They're all unique. So, like, if you leave a key in the item box on the first floor, that's where it is only.
Yeah, no, I think that was like the original build that they were given to magazines. And I think,
okay.
Somebody, either Game Players or Game Fan, like, based their strategy guide on that fact.
Oh, no.
Or maybe not something as drastic, but there was an acknowledgement afterward, like, listen, now that the game's out, they changed this shit all the way up. I mean, they made it better, but, we didn't know that. So I guess, let's not re-review it or anything. Let's just make a note.
Still a solid 7 out of 10.
I think I got more than 7, didn't it?
Oh, speaking of a solid 7, I'm gonna have to talk about Dragon Quest later. Get it? Anyway.
No.
Okay.
I mean, there's a Dragon Quest 7.
Boner jokes, Ray. There is. Dragon Quest is pretty good.
Yeah.
So when is the RE2 remake coming out?
January.
Oh shit! 2019?
Yes.
All
Just
right,
like how 7 came out in January.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, man. So, how about that?
I never finished 7, but I did watch Rachel finish 7.
Dicks!
All right.
It was pretty good.
Motherfucker.
So that's E3 talk.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't recall being particularly enthused by anything else that was announced or shown.
No, I made a few jokes. That was about it. Smash Brothers. Haha.
All right. Looking forward to TGS.
The Tokyo Gray show. It's about aliens.
Every time they reference the girly show on 30 Rock as TGS,
Oh, yes,
I just imagine Tracy Jordan walking around the TGS show floor. That would be so good.
TGS with Tracy Jordan, yes.
Be great.
Let's get one of these big fancy websites to do that.
Oh yeah. What's Tina Fey doing these days? She's probably busy.
I mean, well, we don't need her, do we?
Well, you don't want to hang out with Tina Fey?
Not really.
What?
I'm over it.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
Get out.
No, I'm in.
No. Oh no.
All right, so let's go back to your segment.
Oh yeah, sorry.
This is whatever Alex is playing right now.
Oh, I guess it's FF3. That's about it. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ray.
That was great.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We've lost him. I can't believe we lost Ray.
Yeah, just really disappointed.
I'm gonna miss Ray.
Gonna hump this just a little bit longer.
No, what?
Fuck off. Continue, please.
Okay. So Rachel
Dicks!
just beat FF3. She went back to it, and that kind of inspired me to get back into FF3 because I bought it when I first came to Japan. I started playing FF3 in late 2006, and I ended up giving up on it in late 2006. And it's kind of through the game's fault, I would say. It's not... The game itself is...
It was a letdown.
Kind of grindy and letdowny, and when you remake a game, you kind of got to be careful to fix those things, and they did not really. And I have the same complaints that I had about it, 11 years ago, which is you grind all these jobs that you have, and then you get new jobs, and the new jobs at level 1 are better than your old job at like level ridiculous, and it feels like you just wasted hours and hours.
That's dynamite.
I don't like it. I can't like it. I dropped $10 to buy it on the PSP because I was playing the DS version, and then decided, you know what? I just bought a brand new pink PSP, and I love that little guy. I want more games for it, so I got it on that, and it looks fine, but it's still just it's a grindathon. And this is coming from a Dragon Quest fanatic who loves grinding. And I'm still like, this is a bit much.
It's a whole different context, though, right?
I guess.
Well, Dragon Quest is better with his jobs, that's for sure.
That's true.
Even though that requires some grinding, like, at least it's,
Oh, yeah, we haven't recorded since GDQ, have we?
No.
Okay, because someone did a Dragon Quest 3 run, which I was very excited for. I was very much looking forward to.
It's right up your alley.
It is, and I was kind of disappointed by it because it was, I think it was an any % run, and I had it in my mind that it was a glitchless run, and it was not. It was basically like, it was 45 minutes of manipulating things to have glitches happen, and then 45 minutes of just walking through the last area of the game and fighting things. And
no,
I appreciate, like, a game that I love so much. I enjoy seeing it be picked apart and exploited in that kind of way. That aspect of it was interesting, but otherwise it's like I'd rather watch a glitchless run. Like, I don't care if it's 7 hours. I want to see somebody take that game down fair and or square.
I'm Alex.
I am he.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Just
okay.
Have your run submitted for AGDQ 2019.
It won't be very fast.
Sure it will.
Afraid not.
Well.
Even with your wonderful guide, I can't finish it that quickly.
That's right, Ray. Check out my guide at crunkgames.com.
Or just search Dragon Quest 3 guide, because you'll find it on the first fucking page. Because that's been on that site for many years.
Dragon Warrior 3. Let's be fair.
It can. Yeah, I've done both. It shows up on both.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, corner in the market.
You were oh yeah, cornered.
Monetize these nuts.
Cornered.
Corn nuts?
No.
Well, fun. What else was I going to say about things? Oh yeah.
You played anything?
I'm not really playing anything else. I have kind of put my Final Fantasy Tactics runs on hold because I've already completed 3 or 4 of them.
But the public's demanding it.
Nobody is demanding it.
Yeah, it was a joke.
I'm demanding that I get sleep at night.
I love Giuseppe.
I do love Giuseppe. Yeah. No, I'm still hooked on bullshit iPad games to help me go to sleep.
Really? Like what?
I don't even remember the name. It's basically a 10x10 Tetris game where you just get points. It's dumb. It's not worth talking about. Next!
What's 10x10 mean, though?
10 spaces by 10 spaces. It's a grid.
But Tetris? So it's like
it's like Tetris. It's like Tetris pieces that you place anywhere you want until
like
you
Blockus.
make a line. Like yes, like Bacchus, the god of wine. So I have. I started playing a Dragon Force yesterday on
What
the PS
the fuck?
on the PS2. Yeah, it's a fun one.
I love being hairless.
I do.
Sorry, that has nothing to do with the game.
Yes, it does. Because I cannot play Dragon Force unless I am completely shaven.
You're totally smooth.
Yes.
All greased up and ready.
I'd call it Smooth Force.
Dragon Force was a game that used to be on the Sega Saturn.
That's right. And I loaned my Saturn and my English copy to Zan, my man who works at the bar on Mondays. And he came in and he was talking about how good it is. And I'm like, holy shit, I remember that game. It is good. I'm going to play it. I took home my Japanese copy on the PS2 from the Sega Ages line. And holy God, is that a lot of military kanji.
Duh.
It's like, I'm looking up kanji every screen to the point where I'm not playing the game. And I think I need to just wait until I get the English version back because it's a bit of a slog. Specialized kanji is really not my bag. Still a fun game, though.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, and
what else do you need to know except attack, move, formation?
That's how you go through life.
Yeah. Just pick the top option every time. You'll be fine.
There is a Dragon Force 2 that was unreleased outside of Japan, which I have never played, but I would like to track down a copy.
All right, you can read your way through that.
I'm gonna.
All right.
Neko!
You just steal it, too.
No.
Yeah.
I want it for the bar. I don't like your thieving attitude.
Sorry.
You know, some of us are trying to support secondhand shops that charge way too much.
Yes, they really know.
Oh yeah, I heard that one of the secondhand staples in Nagoya is not the store Staples,
right.
but
I got you.
I know. I just made myself.
You caught yourself.
There's a little hole in the wall called K House that I heard that the dude is looking to retire, and he might just
K-House.
I think we might have gone there last time you were here.
Oh,
I don't remember.
Sakai?
It's in Osu. Osu's the big shopping district.
I see.
And there are 4. When I go game shopping, I make the rounds to these 4 particular shops. I go to Mandarake, Super Potato, K House, and Meikoya. And I look at games, I write down the prices, and then I do the loop again, and I just buy it from whoever has the cheapest.
I see.
Because the prices vary wildly at all 4 places.
Mm-hmm.
And I always hate it when people are talking about buying used games at Nagoya, and they're like, oh yeah, K-House sucks, or Meikoya sucks. Like, no, they all have different prices. You can't write one shop off because you paid too much for Super Adventure Island, you big dumb. Fucking compare the prices.
Yeah.
I have gotten something incredibly cheap from all of those places at least once. I got a copy of I was looking for Street Fighter 3, and I think Meikoya had it for an obscenely high price. Guess what? They also had Gunstar Heroes for like half the price that every other place had it. So just compare the fucking prices.
Why do that, though, when I can complain?
That's true. People do
scream
love
like a baby
to complain.
And try and get attention.
That's what it's all about, is screaming and getting attention.
I mean, are the people who did that, like, are they actually living there? Or are they just visiting?
Yeah, no, they're living there. They're game, quote-unquote, collectors who apparently don't have the patience to compare prices.
Yeah, you might want to try that, especially if you're a collector. It might be beneficial to try that out.
Yes, Beneful.
Oh, I could use a bowl of that.
Yeah, that was a cereal?
I guess.
Or was it? It sounds like it was a dog food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
All right, and that's this installment of...
This is whatever Alex is playing right now.
Fun.
Alex, can I recommend a game to you?
Yes.
Which, of course, means you will instantly hate it and never play it.
I hate it already.
Have you tried Sonic Mania?
Yeah, I love Sonic Mania.
Okay, you should get
We've
that.
We've talked about this, haven't we?
Okay.
Didn't we talk about Sonic Mania when it came out?
Sure, but did you get the new DLC?
No, I want to, though. How much is that? I heard that you're in it.
$5.
Sweet. All right, I'm down.
$5 dues.
I think I have $5 just sitting in my PlayStation wallet.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, you get the Encore mode, which is kind of like a second quest.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
All the dungeons are rearranged.
We call them levels, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Princess Zelda's in a different one now.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. So what do you get? You get Ray the Squirrel.
Yeah.
You get Mighty the Armadillo.
Yeah.
Who else you get?
Sonic and Tails.
Sonic. You get Sonic the Hedgehog. You get Tails, The fucking fox.
No, it's tails miles per hour.
You get tails miles per hour.
Miles tails per hour.
You get miles tails per hour.
Yeah.
You get knuckles the echidna.
Right, KTE.
KTE, thank you. Well, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. There's new special stages, too.
You get nudes.
No, new.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll play it anyway.
More nudes.
I like special stages.
Yeah, well, they're pretty hard.
Well, that's fun.
Okay.
Why don't we take a quick break and come back, because I've got news.
You can use.
Dicks!
漢方薬じゃ治らない感傷的は治せない完成形がわからない感情的に怒らないって半蔵門は常に込み日々は流れてゆく30分も歩いたらあなたの家に着くんだ軽いスピードで速いスピードで愛のせいで
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers, that's for sure. I'm Ray, that is Alex.
Hi, it is me.
And now for the main event
I know I'm trash, but come on.
of discussion.
Yeah, so things are happening at the bar.
Uh-huh.
This is exciting.
Okay.
/ depressing. So this story goes all the way back to 2011.
All right, let's turn back the clock.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
Kesha was on the radio.
That was more of a Batman thing. What was on the radio?
Kesha?
Oh, yeah, with the $sign.
Yeah.
So there is a governmental agency called the Association for the Copyright of Computer Software, the ACCS, who operate under the Ministry of Education. I don't know why. I call them the ass.
Oh, yes.
That's how I stick it to the man. So basically, they're in charge of enforcing video game copyright in Japan. And in 2011, they sent out a letter to video game bars saying, hey, you can't have video games. It's illegal.
No.
If you want games, you have to pay the licensing fee.
Which bar was this? Was this the Famicom City or not?
This went out to multiple bars. Okay. I know for sure that Genesis got one and Space Station got one.
Okay.
Genesis being the video game bar in Ichinomiya where I trained, and Space Station being Matt Block's bar in Osaka.
Right.
So they got this letter, as did many other bars. I mean, Famicom City was busted early on because they're idiots and they had Famicom in their name.
Right. No, I was just checking.
But I'm sure they got the letter as well.
Yeah.
So the letter basically said, can't have games, it's illegal. If you want to have games, you have to pay the licensing fee. Guess how you pay the licensing fee, Ray? Nobody knows.
Oh.
Because the ACCS hasn't laid out how to do it legally.
Oh, great.
I'm going to rant about this later, but yeah, it's really fucking stupid.
I'm sure the answer is establish a business relationship, take out your business card the right way, don't screw up.
It's not even on their website. I've poured over their website. It doesn't even list it on their website.
Helpful.
It doesn't tell you how to actually legally acquire or pay a licensing fee for the copyrights. It just has, here's a list of dudes we arrested. Like, okay,
wow.
thanks
For
government.
a government agency, they're not very good at demanding money.
No, right? Yeah. So video game bars got this letter in 2011 and everybody ignored it.
Yeah, flat out, huh?
And I want to say, like, I knew about this letter before I even opened because I've been going to Genesis since it opened in 2010 or 2011, and the guy Tsuchimoto showed me the letter, and he said, "Huh, this is kind of scary. Oh well," and just kind of ignored it.
Into the shredder.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I brought up Famicom City again because bits and pieces of this have popped up in the news every now and then for a few years. So
yeah,
like it happened.
Yeah. So everything was cool until I believe it was March of this year, when suddenly the ACCS stepped in to shut down 3 video game bars in Osaka.
Yeah.
And at the time, I'm still not worried because these 3 bars were owned by a large corporation. They were hosting massive tournaments, and those are both 2 things that don't describe me. I'm a little guy. I don't have massive tournaments. The article did lay out that, oh, yeah, it's illegal to have video game tournaments in a place of business. So I'm like, oh, well, okay, done with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't too worried. I was like, well, it sucks that they're acting on this, but I think I'm safe for now. And then flash forward to June, I believe June 13th and 14th. 4 dudes just straight up get arrested in Kyoto and Kobe.
Great.
They are raided by the ACCS and the police. All of their hardware and software and TVs are seized and laid out on blue tarp like it's a fucking murder investigation.
Yeah, I saw the photos. Like, okay, well, gee, yeah, boy, you're sure making an example out of them with all this software for children.
It looks like this Neo Geo is supposed to have a brick of heroin next to it.
Yeah, exactly. Are those syringes? No, those are just controller cords. You're very blind, sir. Yeah. Now, what was the rationale there? I mean, it wasn't tournaments.
It was 2 things. One was renting out games. You're not allowed to rent out games. Renting games has been illegal since the Famicom came out.
But still, like, even if that's still kind of dumb if it's also supposed to be a bar.
Yes. I mean, I don't rent games out, but I loan them to my friends. Surely that's legal.
You're not charging extra money for people to take them off your premises.
Yeah. The big sticking point here was they were busted for displaying games on monitors in a place of business, which apparently is no good.
Yeah.
So at this point, I get a little bit more shaken. I'm a little concerned because, oh shit, dudes are getting arrested now. That's bad. And I talked to my friend John, who is good friends with Tsuchimoto at Genesis, and John comes by the bar the other day. And at this point, I'm still not really scared of the situation. I'm very cautious, but I'm fine for now. And I'm talking to John, and I just say something like, oh man, I want to get back to Genesis. I haven't been there in a while. Every time I go there, I always finish a different Rockman game. Like, that's my Genesis tradition. And John's like, no, dude, Tsuchimoto got rid of all his games. And I'm like, what? Hang on. Okay. Now I'm a little scared because Genesis, like my first video game bar, the place that made me fall in love with the concept, is now just a regular ass bar. He got rid of his consoles. He got rid of all his games. He's not risking anything. And I'm like, well, he did get that letter, so I guess that's why he's being cautious. And my friend John's like, no, the letter doesn't matter. The letter is not a warning. The letter was a press release.
Okay, yeah.
They weren't they don't send you a warning letter before they bust you. They just fucking show up and wreck your shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the moment when I got really scared because I assumed I was safe because I didn't get a letter. I assumed I wasn't even on their radar.
Okay, yeah.
But knowing that places can get busted without receiving the letter, I cartoonishly emptied the consoles out the next day. I was like, my legs were like, like when the Roadrunner runs, it's just a circle.
Okay, sure,
or Sonic. That's how it looks. I took all the consoles home the next day. I lent a few to some friends who are enjoying them at home, which is fun. And it's I can't keep all these consoles here. I don't have the space. Now it's just games only. The bar has rebranded as a video game museum for the time being. Mm-hmm. Here's what a TV looks like. Here's Gremlins 2, the new batch on NES. You can look at old shit.
So you still have your TVs?
The TVs are there.
They're just off.
They're just off. They're unplugged. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I have 6 TVs, 4 of them on the counter and 2 mounted on the walls. I would get rid of the TVs. In fact, that would be the easiest thing to do instead of consoles is just get rid of the TVs. Except The ones that are mounted on the walls, I have no idea how to get them down.
Okay.
One of them is wired into the wall, and I have no idea how to unplug it and even get it out.
I see.
So I'm leaving the TVs. I've just unplugged them. I've removed all the hardware. Games are still there if you want to look at games for whatever reason. So yeah, that's the situation right now.
Yeah. That's like total, well, you haven't been caught yet, but it's like, it's almost Gestapo shit for sure.
Yeah. And the word on the street.
We're just going to arrest you and put all your games out on the tarp and you'll be made an example of, despite the fact that you're really not doing anything that awful.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Like, I say I knew about this before I opened, and I did.
Yeah.
So I've had at least one asshole on Twitter tell me, well, "What did you expect? You knew it was illegal."
I saw. Yeah, that was a confused old man.
Yeah.
Probably just. Yeah, that was just some old British asshole. And
here's the thing about copyright law in Japan is it is enforced very selectively.
Yeah.
There are bars, restaurants, and cafes that show TV, movies, sporting events, music concerts every day that they do not have the rights to. Mm-hmm. They are not getting busted and shut down. The government is very selectively choosing suddenly to give a shit about computer copyright because Nintendo is making a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
It's one of those laws that is never enforced and everybody knows it, and then suddenly, oh shit, they're enforcing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like this is an industry that has been operating for 20, 25 years now. And this came out of nowhere, despite the letter, because the letter sat there for 7 years without them doing anything, and suddenly they're doing something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, yeah, you have been getting a lot of questions and suggestions and stuff all over, so I'm not going to repeat a whole lot of it, but
I appreciate everybody's suggestions. I'm taking these all to a lawyer. I'm meeting with him August 1st. I have so many questions, so many ideas. What can I possibly do?
Yeah.
Here are some of the ones that people have suggested that I think are viable. But again, I have to ask a lawman, a law expert.
All right. Well, still, let's count them down.
Okay, number 10.
Number 10.
So someone suggested, what if I go members only? Because here's the particular law that's causing all this hullabaloo. It is illegal to display copyrighted software images on a TV or monitor in a place of business.
Yeah. I have a question about that in a second. Go ahead.
Okay. If I make my place members only, it is no longer a public place of business. It is a private business. Does the law distinguish between those two? Maybe not. I got to ask the lawyer.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was your thing?
I was just going to say, the bars that have, movies, TV, sports and stuff, those are all passive things. And the differentiator, I guess, is because games are interactive, right? But if you just had a game, or perhaps even footage of a game just running on TV, I guess I don't really have a question, but that's something that they could probably also just try and find some fucking loophole for, just because,
Well, check it out. Here's the bullshit thing about Japanese law. The government can interpret the law in any way that they want.
Right, yes.
So
I know. I've played Ace Attorney games.
Exactly. So if they wanted to, they could totally shut me down for that, for just for playing a video of a game. I stream, my friend Sebastian, who's a regular at the bar, he streams on Twitch all the time, and I play his streams at the bar, and now I'm wondering, can I even do that? Is it even legal to show somebody streaming a game?
Yeah.
I kind of take it that he's streaming through the official PS4 client. He was playing Dark Souls 3 yesterday.
Yeah.
So, if he's streaming through the PS4, I have to assume that Sony's okay with it?
Yeah.
Because, they're letting him do it. And that means that it's okay for people to watch it. So, hoping that's all right.
Yes, and that system has built-in checks, it blocks scenes
right.
and stuff.
The
developer doesn't want stuff.
As we all raged at Persona 5 about.
Yes.
That was some horseshit.
Well, that was the OS level block on top of the press release warnings to people saying don't ever fucking talk about anything past the first chapter because we're so protective of our very special story about fucking magic teenagers.
I think the reasoning for that was they didn't want people to find out that the first chapter has the best villain and the rest of them are not nearly as interesting. In my experience.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 9.
Number 9. This is an idea that I know is not feasible, but people still keep suggesting it, and I need to say right now, stop suggesting this.
That's why I didn't want to go too much into this, but yeah.
What if people just bring their own games? That's not the issue. Okay. That's not the issue. The law is about displaying copyrighted images in a place of business. It doesn't matter who it fucking belongs to. What if I bring my own Super Famicom? It doesn't matter. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say you for now you have games.
I have games
in the bar, so
and I have game.
Yeah.
I like to think.
Clearly, yes, you're married.
That's true. Yeah, I'm hitting on my wife every day. What's another one that people number 8. Someone suggested I can't remember. Oh yeah, this is one that I came up with, and it's a long shot, but we'll find out. Okay. What if I only have overseas releases of games that are not technically copyrighted by? I mean, the parent company, I'm sure, still holds the original copyright.
Yeah.
But maybe there's some kind of loophole where, oh no, this was published by Nintendo of America. That means I can have it. That's a long shot. I know. I want to ask the lawyer about it.
That could be possible. And you know what? Something that might add to that.
What's up?
You know, a lot of Japanese video games on the back of the box, they say, for sale in Japan only. Or Japan
That's
only.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have that on American games.
That's true.
You don't really have any of that, let's call it territorial language on there.
Yeah, they're just happy to be at the table.
Yeah, that really only comes from games in Japan. It doesn't come from the Asian releases or anything else. It's just Japan who is the extra protective assholes about their games.
Yeah, Japanese corporations are like shitty, overprotective parents.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just trying to bang their daughter, and they're not letting it happen.
But it's happening.
It's happening. Number 7. This is another one of this. Put this in the wacky idea pile with all of my zany ideas.
Oh, it's yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at the ACCS website the other day. They have a page that's all about fair use. Like, well, what can I use legally without having to license anything? And they're like, if you run an educational institution, like an actual school, there's a lot of leniency when it comes to copyright. Like you can use things as teaching materials. So if I rebrand as a school, can I then categorize all of my games and hardware as teaching tools? Because I'm teaching, hey, this English teacher just moved to Japan. They want to learn Japanese. Let's play Secret of Mana in Japanese. Hey, the salaryman needs to learn English because he's going to fucking Arizona for a business thing next month. Let's play Earthbound in English.
Yeah, I like the sound
That's
of
a
that
teaching
because,
tool. Yeah.
Well, also, you called yourself an Eikaiwa from the beginning.
That's true.
You were a Retro Game Bar and Eikaiwa or something.
Although
right?
I think technically my business license, when I registered the business, I think I registered as a... Yeah, I think I may have registered as a Eikaiwa Cafe or Eikaiwa Bar.
I see.
So that's good. That would help.
That would be something.
Well, no. Here's the difference, though. I have to assume that what they mean is an actual educational institution, like a university.
Okay, well, get a chalkboard and some desks, and you're good to go.
I have a chalkboard.
All right. Get a whiteboard and an overhead projector.
Thank you. Eikaiwas are, if you're new to this show and Japan, Eikaiwa just means English conversation. It's shorthand for English conversation schools, which are not actually schools. They are businesses.
Yes.
So I could not do it under the guise of an Eikaiwa. I would actually have to go through the Board of Education and somehow get, I don't know, a school license? Is that a thing? I don't know how it works.
Sure.
Yeah, I got to take my school tests.
Oh God!
I start off with a school learner's permit. I can only drive the school around parking lots. It's pretty good.
Very large. Hey, but you're across from a parking lot.
School. What's that?
You're across from a parking lot.
That's true. There is a parking lot across from me. So that's another zany idea I'm going to bring up with the lawyer.
Maybe not too zany.
Yeah, we'll see.
Depending on your classification on your license, that's what I'm saying. Your business license.
I suppose.
Maybe.
What else? Number 6. Questioning the legality of handhelds. What does the law say about having handhelds?
Yeah, of course.
Surely people can play their own 3DS in a public place without me getting arrested, right?
Yeah.
Because the law only specifies TVs and monitors. I'm pretty sure handhelds are okay. But again, we're going to find out.
Yeah. It's like they're not arresting people on the train.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the train
mobiles. I guess, yeah, technically. I don't know. Does the train count as a place of business? Because you do pay to ride it.
But again, no one's getting raided on the train for.
That's right. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Some dude is just trying to play Mina no golf on his way to work, and the police are like, "Sir, excuse me, sir."
Yeah. Nice poll, by the way. You could have. It's like what? The golf. I mean, could have said Monster Hunter. Could have said say anything else.
I never go for the obvious ones.
All right, fine.
Because those are too obvious.
I respect that. I'm sorry.
You know what's not funny? Being obvious.
I live it. Come on.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Alex.
That's me. Oh, well, that's the story so far. Have I left anything out? Do you have any questions? Yes, you there.
I kind of had my own question/suggestion.
Go for it.
You want to be, if you're calling it a video game museum now.
Yes.
You could do some, perhaps in the near future, depending on how the lawyer talk goes, do some redesigning. Perhaps gut some of those consoles and put them on the wall. Have like a real museum-ish display to it.
I have actually thought about that because I do have extra consoles that are no longer working, but they still look pretty good. Yeah, I've thought about doing that.
You could also focus more on ephemera. Like magazines, old magazines.
Oh, I got those. I got tons of those.
Well, you get tons more is what I'm saying.
I even got Scroll magazine. Oh, I said it right. What?
I was just going to say, you could, in fact, I greatly encourage you to buy like at least 50 copies of every issue of Scroll.
Okay,
and just
I'm
have
listening.
those laying around for people to partake of.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that would really help you and me.
I think this is a great idea.
That's really the best way I can support you is by providing content for you to purchase.
Okay, but I would get a bulk deal, right? Like they cost like a penny each, right?
You do get a bulk deal. Yeah, it's automatically calculated.
Oh, okay, fun.
They are not a penny each, though.
So hang on, how many issues of Scroll are there total?
12.
Is this including the 1 and 2 double issue?
No.
I better get that one for good measure. So that's 13 times.
No, you don't have to. I mean, you have the 1 and 2. It's a value add. It's cost effective. So let's say 11.
11. All right. Okay. I like where your head's at. Yeah. So 11 times 50 is 550. And how much is one issue?
Well, it varies based on the page count.
For fuck's sake, Ray.
Sorry. I think the lowest one is $5. The highest one is like $22.
I know I'm trash, but come on.
Man, I don't know if I can pay that. That's a lot of months.
Hey, do you want to have a bar or not?
Well, you got me there. I really do.
Sorry, that was mean.
Man, now I'm in the pocket of now I'm in the pocket of Big Scroll. He's got me.
Please call me Big B.
Big B. All right, Big B.
My new rapper name.
Big B. Aw. I just imagine Mario in his bee outfit from Galaxy.
Yes.
I'm a big bee.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
that's a big bee.
Meeting with a dude, got some questions, and yeah, I have obtained a copy of the ACCS's letter that they sent out in 2011. Cool. I told Matt Block from Space Station I was meeting with a lawyer, and I requested he give me a copy of the letter, and he did. I'm going to show it to the dude.
Not bad.
I'm going to link him to all the articles that talk about the arrests, and see what he makes of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I had another idea, another potential idea, and this is what Matt is actually doing, I believe, in Osaka. Only have indie and homebrew titles.
Oh yeah.
because I do have a couple of those. Now, in order to do that, I would have to remove every copyrighted game in the bar, which is most of them, because if I have consoles and copyrighted material in the bar at the same time, that's bad.
Yeah, I wonder about that one, because like if Nintendo's the big one pulling the weight here, it's like, there's indie games on Nintendo platforms, so it would basically have to be, you'd have all PCs essentially.
Yeah.
Or iPads or whatever. Blast Rush now on iOS, but
well, what I was thinking was specifically homebrew stuff, because James Ordorica, am I saying that right? The guy who made Battle Kid and Battle Kid 2, he actually he lives in Nagoya. He lives near my old apartment. He lives near Freebell. And he comes down to the bar every once in a while, and he says he's gonna donate a copy of the Battle Kid remake that he's working on.
Yeah, it's coming out. It was announced for Famicom. It's a Famicom cartridge.
Yeah. So like, if I just have stuff like that, homebrew stuff, that's totally legal, because the ACCS does not cover those kinds of things. I would just need to get a lot of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, like I said, like, PC is the best way to get a lot of them.
Well, I'm hesitant about PC because the law could also argue, oh yeah, got a PC there, huh? Got you could download ROMs on that thing, and that's illegal. Like, it doesn't matter in some cases if I've done something. It just matters if I have the potential to do something.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like I was saying this to somebody the other day. It's like, why don't you have the consoles here in the bar, but just put them away? And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, if I have a bag of heroin and I get busted, I can't say, well, it's not like I was doing the heroin. I just had it. Yeah. It's like, no, you had it. That's the point.
Well, that's based on my suggestion earlier. It's like you could gut the consoles.
Yeah.
Keep the guts at home and
that's a good idea.
Mount them in a display or something.
That's a good idea, because some of them are busted. One of my Super Famicoms got busted like the first month I was open, because dumb businessman who doesn't know video games thought that you're supposed to eject the games while the power's still on.
Oh.
And the Super Nintendo doesn't have this, but the Super Famicom does have a mechanism that locks the cart in place when the power is on.
Right.
And he's like, the power's on, and he's pushing the eject button, and it's not coming out. And he's like, huh. And
there's no whirring sound, and then it slowly pops out like a disc. That's weird.
It's instead of taking the hint of maybe this is not what you're supposed to do, he takes both thumbs and leans with his whole weight on the console to try to pop this game out that is locked in place.
Oh my god!
And it ended up fucking up some connection inside. It messed up the mode 7. So any games that use mode 7, whatever effect is supposed to be mode 7'd, is now inverted on itself and constantly scrolling. And you can't even play Street Fighter because technically the backgrounds use mode 7.
Well,
can't play Mario Kart at all. Yeah.
Well, that was a classic episode of Game Center CX when he leaned on the console to get the cartridge out.
No, Ray. Anyway, I'm fucked. So where I'm at right now is I am fortunate enough that I have enough of a clientele that want to come just to hang out, not necessarily to play games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool folks who just want to come and talk and, meet like-minded people, talk about games. That's good. That's going to keep me afloat for a couple months. But at the end of the day, I do need that salaryman dollar. Even though they are some of the most annoying people on the planet, they keep me in business. So here's hoping Mr. Lawman can find a creative solution for me.
Yeah. I did have another probably wacky, stupid question.
Let's get wacky.
I think someone else may have touched on it, but as long as we're talking about it, could you might have to ask, but would there ever be a possibility of maybe having like one tiny, like kid-sized arcade machine and have that be your video game in the establishment? That'd be something I'd wonder about.
Well, what do you mean? Like, what kind of game?
Well, basically anything, but there are
Well, if it's copyrighted, then no.
But it was a machine intended for public use.
Yeah, but wait, what do you mean? Oh, you mean like an actual arcade cabinet?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, somebody did ask me about that. I don't know how that works. What I'm assuming is that when you buy an arcade cabinet from a developer, there is an included licensing fee. I have to assume, because otherwise that would be breaking the law. I don't know how they do it. It
have to be something modern. Like you can get something secondhand. I mean, think about the fucking tiny things that are in front of the candy shops, right?
Right.
Those are not exactly all like made
That's
by
true.
one company or something, and they all have boards swapped in and out all the time.
That's true. Yeah.
And they're
how does that work?
Boards with multiple games on them. So
I got to look into that as well. That's a good idea.
But I'm sure there might be another stupid hole there, which is like, oh, you have to be registered as a game center or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It might be one of those things.
Yeah.
That's the shittiest thing about Japanese law, like I mentioned earlier, is you always have to assume the worst because they can interpret the law however they want.
Yeah.
And they will.
They're raging
to suit their
dicks.
needs. And they are raging dicks, and it sucks. And they're very selective about which copyrights they're enforcing, and, well, they're choosing to enforce these. Anyway, I've got to go kill myself. Can we take a quick break?
Okay, well, not yet, Alex.
Kablam!
I think, well, like you said, you do have a clientele, you do have friends who are supporting you,
yes,
including me.
Thank you.
I would like to see you get through this.
Me too.
And I think either way, you still have a bar. It's not necessarily a game bar.
I have Babar, King of the Elephants.
I do think some of the irony here is that before you were just competing as a video game bar.
Yeah, now I'm competing as a bar.
As a bar, yeah. So.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Door. Yeah, that's yeah, it kind of sucks. It's a real bad scene right now, but I'm slowly somehow getting by. Because like I have a quote. Like I did the math when I started out. Like how much do I have to make per day to break even? And I have been meeting that mostly every day. Not quite. Like if you do the math, if you balance out the math per week, then it works out. But there's some days when I'm only making like half my quota, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then the following day, I make a bit more to make up for that. It's like, all right, so that balanced out. But for a while there, I was fucking terrified.
Right, and that's the bullshit of that kind of service industry, because there's always the ups and downs, and
right,
it
sucks.
Everybody goes through it essentially. So.
And this season is, I mean, summer's a good season for bars, so I hope to see some more business.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we'll see. I had another thing I wanted to say, and I forgot what it was. Quick, stall for time.
Well, I mean, was it about you pulling ahead, or trying to stay positive or optimistic?
I am trying to stay positive and optimistic.
I was just gonna say again, people here to support you, and I'm sure you'll keep us all apprised.
Well, thank you.
On Twitter, at least.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I remember. Okay. This the past couple of months have been probably the most stressful months for the bar, and not just because of this, but because my visa was also up. And here's a little aside. Here's a mini tirade about the fucking visa process in Japan.
A whole nother bag of worms here.
Yeah, bag of shit.
Yeah.
My visa was up. I was on a business manager's visa. I went down to get it renewed, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to switch over to a spousal visa, because now that I'm married, it seems like it's easier to renew than a business visa, because all I have to do is basically just... when the visa's up, I show proof that I'm married, and then I've paid my taxes. Boom, visa renewed.
Yeah.
So I do that. I file for that. I then go down to the first floor of immigration, and I ask for an application for permanent residency, which basically means you don't need visas anymore if you have permanent residency. In the old days, you had to live in Japan for 10 years to even be able to apply for permanent residency.
Oh, well, you have.
Well, here's the thing.
No?
They changed it a few years ago. They changed it to 3 years.
Okay.
On the same status.
Uh-huh.
So there were, under this system, there were times in the past when I could have applied for permanent residency.
I see.
But I was on a business manager visa for 2 years, and then switched. I put in my application for spousal visa to change my status, and then found out you have to be 3 years on the same visa. If I had just renewed my business visa for another year, I could then apply for permanent residency next year. Instead, now I've got to wait 3 more years because my visa status is reset to 0. Then I can apply for permanent residency.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
It is garbage butt fuckery. Also, I was getting a lot of sass from the woman at the desk on the first floor. I'm like, hi, I'd like an application for permanent residency. How long have you been here? I've been here for almost 12 years. Yeah, well, what kind of visa do you have? I have a business visa, and I've just applied for a spousal visa. Well, you can't. You got to be here for 3 years on the same visa. I'm like, okay. She was like every caricature of every angry lunch lady you've ever seen.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that helps.
Yeah.
Sure, that helps your attitude.
But no, the real stress in this situation came from the fact that when you change visa status, it can take a very long time. Like when you renew your visa, it never takes more than 2 weeks. It's usually just a week, and then they contact you and say, "Hey, come pick up your visa." Yeah. It has now been over a month.
Oh God!
Because when you change status, it takes longer. And yeah. I didn't know this, and they give you a slip when you put in your application that says the bearer of this paper has a 2-month extension on the visa while we process the new one. Like if you get stopped by the police, you have to show it to them so they know.
Okay,
and it also says if you do not hear from us within 1 month, you have to come down here and find out what the fuck is up.
Oh my God!
So I get a month passes with no word. And then, like, literally on the 30th day, I get the thing in the mail that says, "Hey, yay, come on down. Your visa's not ready."
Down.
Well, no, usually they send you fill out a self-addressed postcard when you file the visa application, and then they mail you that postcard that says, "Come get your visa." Yeah. I did not get that postcard. I got another letter that said, "Hey, guess what we need? More documents."
Of course.
So I had to get more shit together. And but pretty much that whole month, I was terrified that my visa wasn't going through. And of course, in my mind, when this shit goes down, your mind jumps to the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, of course.
And my mind,
Jesus Christ.
My mind was telling me, the government knows about the bar. They're denying your visa so that you have to shut down the bar and leave. That's in my mind. I knew that was happening. And fortunately, that was
valid.
not the case.
Yeah,
because
I would be the same way.
Well, the truth is, and this is one of the things I do like about Japan's bumbling idiocy in this regard, governmental agencies don't really talk to one another.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, same here, of course. I mean,
yeah, but like in Japan, it's almost hilarious.
Yeah, I can believe it for sure.
Yeah, but it's also really annoying where.
But can you imagine, like, if the copyright people came in to arrest you and they were like, "Oh, you're white too? Well, we got a 2-for-1 here, boys."
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear about getting busted is like not just getting arrested, but this is the kind of shit that would get me deported. In which case, like, I don't know when the next time I could see my wife would be.
Right.
And that's fucking terrifying.
Well, you gotta think about the positive side of being deported.
Okay.
For one thing, you could record this podcast much more easily.
That's true.
You would have greater access to burritos.
I do love burritos.
That's all I got.
Burrito means little donkey.
Boy, are they delicious.
They're so good. Yeah, I apologize. This is not really a very funny episode. It's more.
I said that at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, let's try to inject some humor in segment 3, shall we?
I mean, I did try to just do that.
Well, it worked, and now I want a burrito.
Aren't you laughing? Aha! It's all right, Alex. We love you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody's been super cool, except that one fucking asshat on Twitter.
Yeah, forget it. Whatever.
All right.
Same old shit. We'll be back.
Man, you can leave this in. I am constantly annoyed at how Japan romanizes its own fucking language.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I see shabu shabu written out as sayabu sayabu.
It's like
so like here's on the Japanese. I think it's because of the Japanese keyboard. On a Japanese keyboard, to write katakana or hiragana sha.
Oh, I see. So
which we would write that sha, but on the keyboard you have to write sya, and so they just assume, oh, that must be how you write it in English. So there's a shabu shabu place near the bar.
Yeah.
That spells it SYABU.
It's like that shitty romanization system. What is it? Hepburn or something?
Yeah.
No, not Hepburn.
I hate that.
No. Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, where G is ZI.
Yeah. It's like
What the fuck that was?
It's like when unbearable video game know-it-all hipster assholes try to tell you, Yoshi's original name was Yasi. No, it wasn't. That was them trying to romanize it.
It says it on the box.
It was never Yasi. No, shut up.
Nintendo knows what they're doing.
Your break is almost over. Anyway, welcome back to No More Whoppers. I'm Ray, that's Alex.
Can we do a real comeback?
Oh, I thought that was it.
Okay, well, no, you made it that way.
Oh.
I did give you permission. It's okay, whatever.
Fine, you do it then.
I don't care. I'm fine. I'm kidding.
Are you fine?
Yes.
All right, I'll
Hi,
take
Alex.
your word. Hi.
How are you doing in this minute?
I'm conscious, and that's a plus. Oh, I'm staring directly across the street at a salaryman smoking in the stairwell.
You seem to encounter that quite often.
It's the same guy.
Is it the same guy? Yeah.
I'd know him anywhere. Black hair, Asian features, suit.
You think he'd be more scared of you?
That's if you do encounter salaryman in the woods, just keep in mind they're more scared of you than you are of them.
Yes. Just play dead.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, they'll leave you alone. Oh, look at him go on his break. God. What's up?
Well, you see any good movies lately?
Guess what? No.
Oh. You see any bad movies lately? I did.
I did see good movies lately. Yeah, we had we used to have a shitty movie night at the bar on Sundays, where me and some fun regs and friends would hang out and watch bad movies, and we've since expanded it to just be fun movie night. And last Sunday we watched the aforementioned Bollywood action film Singham, which is pretty good.
Sure it's not Singham?
I don't know. Well, when they sing his name, they go Singham.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's
Fair
Singham. Then we watched Jackie Chan's Operation Condor, a.k.a. Armor of God 2, which is pretty good. It's Jackie Chan's Indiana Jones harem anime, and it's as good as it sounds.
All right, yeah.
And then we finished off with the Donnie Yen film Kung Fu Killer, a.k.a. Kung Fu Jungle, which is really good.
I see.
As well. It was all in all, it was good stuff.
Cool.
Anyway, I heard you watched a bad film.
Yep, I went the last weekend just on a whim. We went and saw the new Jurassic World.
Oh boy, oh. How was that?
Well, let's keeping tally from the last film. Let's remind the audience what Jurassic Park films I've seen and in what order. We are now at 4, 2, 5.
You haven't seen the first one?
Those are still the only ones I've seen.
What? Oh, you gotta watch the first one.
And by the way, you were as incredulous back then as you are now.
Good.
It just goes to show how little I give a shit.
The first one is it's a legit good film, though.
All right.
Like the other ones, 2 is okay, but the other ones are just straight up parody compared to the first one.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I got the Genesis game.
All right, you're forgiven.
Back then, I was completely ready for the video games. I just never saw the movie.
Oh, that's like me and Lawnmower Man.
Well, you and everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Who can forget?
Not me.
Fake VR that touched our lives.
So rock me through this. You got a Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
You got a Dino.
I think you would like it. There's a McGonagall character.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Do any dinosaurs have glasses?
No.
Damn it.
Dinosaurs fall through glass.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's the big musical number?
Not a lot.
Okay, how's the pod race sequence?
Needed work.
Okay.
They should have brought back Greg Proops.
Yeah, right? Wait, what?
He was one of the announcers in the pod racer.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I thought weren't the Sklar brothers also a two-headed alien?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't hear that.
Okay. Well, never mind. Disregard. Okay.
It's Greg Proops and some other guy.
Tell me about this cinematic masterpiece called Jurassic World Part the 2.
It's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
What the fuck? Sorry. I'm just getting angry at names. That's almost as bad as something evolution.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what else. The Fallen Kingdom is like Act 1. So the next 2 acts are really about dinosaurs back on the mainland, which may sound a lot like The Lost World, which is, of course, the second Jurassic Park film I've seen.
Yeah.
And I thought that from like the original teaser trailers, because there was a scene that they used that looked shot for shot remake of one scene from The Lost World.
Oh boy.
The girl in a bedroom scene, but not really. It turns out to be different from that. It's basically like, the rest of the movie takes place in a mansion to call back Resident Evil.
Wow, what a mansion.
Yeah, it's very much, or in fact, Dino Crisis. It should have been a Dino Crisis movie, to be perfectly honest with you.
I think you mean Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis, I'm sorry, but I'm in America, so.
Okay.
It really should have been, because they went through quite a Dino Crisis in that movie.
That's true. That is the final line of the game as well. This truly was a Dino Crisis.
Yes. And then in Dino Crisis 2, this truly was a second Dino Crisis.
He truly was a Resident Evil nemesis.
Do you remember the spin-off light gun game that they didn't even call Dino Crisis?
Oh, yeah. What was it called?
Dino Stalker.
Gun Survivor? No. Dino Stalker?
Yeah.
What was Gun Survivor? Was that a Resident Evil?
Well, I believe it was in the Gun Survivor series.
Okay. The Gun Survivor Pantheon.
Yeah, exactly. So, but they didn't really call it that in America. It was just Dino Stalker.
Yeah, speaking of Gun Survivors, not a lot of those in America. Hey, let's get political. Ugh. Fun.
Yeah, at least you only have to worry about your bar.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it was definitely a very hollow movie.
Oh, like Hollow Man starring Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not going into these dinosaur movies for a lot of, intelligent, great acting or drama or great pacing. Or
good effects or good music or entertainment.
I will tell you this, though. We almost saw a different movie by accident.
Oh, no. Like you sat down in a theater and noticed?
They fucked up. So here's what happened.
Oh, shit.
We were watching the trailers. Then all of a sudden they get to the part of the trailers where they say, and now it's time to put on your 3D glasses for the next experience. And so they play some 3D trailers. And, we're all pretty confused. And we're all like, okay, well, I'm just getting a little tense because now I have to wonder how I'm going to deal with this.
Oh,
if this goes
so
too bad.
You didn't have 3D glasses? Is that what you're saying?
No, this was a 2D showing.
Okay.
The normal, regular, vanilla showing.
2D dinos.
So we sit through like 2 or 3 3D trailers. And I'm just kind of like, okay, what's going to be the movie now? And then a sequence starts, and it's Michael Douglas in 3D narrating a scene. It is the opening to Ant-Man and the Wasp in 3D.
Oh, no.
And this goes on for about Michael 20 Douglas. Seconds before someone in the projection room finally realizes what they've done and shuts down the movie, essentially. And it basically goes to desktop, and there's a lot of flickering, I think, as they are loading or perhaps preparing the actual movie inside the projector. It gets kind of epileptic because there's like several sequences where the screen is just flashing very brightly at everybody, and as I don't know what's going on. It's loading or preparing the movie file somehow. But then finally, without any sort of announcement or any sort of apology, because this happened quick enough that, I guess maybe they didn't feel the need to be too apologetic. Yeah. But eventually the movie started, and yeah. I was just like, cold open to Ant-Man. I was like, oh, well, this could be Jurassic World. No, that's Michael Douglas. This is Ant-Man.
For as long as I can remember, I wanted to be an Ant-Man.
Yeah. Well, maybe there was Ant-Man in the movie.
How long do you think that's going to be in theaters? Because I want to see that when I go to visit.
When you visiting? Next month?
August 6th to the 23rd.
Well, I thought, at first, I'll tell you a little anecdote. Anecdotally, we thought about seeing Ocean's 8, and I was like, no, that can't be in theaters anymore. It still is. Huh. So maybe, I'm sure, a big Marvel production like Ant-Man will stick around for
I hope so. I quite enjoyed the first small run, and I want to see what he's up to now.
Yes. You can probably see it for cheaper by the time you get there.
Hey, cheaper by the dozen. Let's watch that. That was a Steve Martin.
Watch it 12 times.
Okay. Oh.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah. No, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dinosaurs.
When can you see yourself getting sick of the Marvel movies? Because I think I can imagine the point where it's going to happen for me.
I've actually thought about it, and I think that I'm still very excited for the climax to Infinity War. Like I'm going to be jazzed all through that. I think after that, it's like, where do you go? Like,
I can see a sort of event horizon where they will, maybe resurrect a character, or I think once the Skrulls come into play, which could be very soon, right?
Yeah.
Like, that'll be pretty much like no holds barred as far as like stupid, dumb plot reveals and stuff. Because for the time being, it's been fairly okay. It's been, not too off the rails all the time.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, it's going to be once they start replacing actors.
Oh, yes.
Because I think several have said, like, after Infinity War, like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm going to be like, oh, it's not him anymore? Okay, well. Yeah. Like, I've been attached to Robert Downey Jr. since 2008 when Iron Man came out.
Of course, and he was the perfect fit.
Yeah, he's great at it, and he continues to be great at it. And I feel like once they replace him, I'm going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still good. I'm good for at least one more big one.
I see.
Do
you have any interest in this animated Spider-Man movie?
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, you know what? Sorry, not Spider-Man, but if they could do some kind of an X-Men Avengers crossover, I know the licensing would be a nightmare, unless they're buying... I heard someone was buying somebody.
Yeah, if that... Well, Disney was supposed to be buying 20th Century Fox.
Okay.
But I think it got complicated because I think... who was it? AT&T or somebody was like, fuck no. So it might happen or might not.
If they could manage to somehow combine X-Men and Avengers in a movie with the current cast, and that would mean Hugh Jackman coming back for one more Wolverine.
Yeah.
That would be great. That would be my swan song, I think, as far as Marvel movies is concerned, because that's the only thing I still want to see on screen that I haven't seen yet. Like, I want to see fucking Wolverine palling around with the Hulk, I want to see that shit.
Yeah, sure.
But we'll see.
I guess we will.
Yeah. Segment. It's segment 3. Raymond, hang on. I need you to do me a favor. Wait, who has the fan fun theme? Do I have the fan fun theme? That's right.
Both should, because we both run this show.
That's right. It's called No More Whoppers.
Come at me, bro.
Where
Vagina Chan.
Get a life.
Japan.
Forgot to use that.
Spooky Sunday.
How about it, you little prick? Dear Nikki, are you swap note to inventory my nuts?
Look at all these classics.
On a deal.
I've not explored my soundboard in months. What is this?
That's for sure.
Just another day at the office for Peter Moore.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a deep classic.
Michael Bay, Des.
Mitchell!
Oh man, my Batman vamping music. There's so many good things.
Alex?
All right, let's
Alex?
just stay calm here!
Oh, we turn it to episode 5 again?
Sure.
Step 9! Step 9!
Mattingly just split his pants. Oh, that reminds me. My good buddy Matt is a listener of the show. He's a bar regular. He's a close pal. He is Ray. I'm trying to talk about Blast Rush. He is. I think he's currently ranked second in overall in one of the Blast Rush modes.
Thingies. Yeah.
And he's wondering, is there a way to see what the first ranked person's score is? Because he really wants to know what he's shooting for.
I'm kind of confused. I would think that would be available to be seen.
Oh, well then maybe I'm misunderstanding the question because that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, why don't you ask Ray on Twitter? Thanks, bye.
Okay.
What if you don't wake up?
I'll tell Matt to hold on tight for version 1.1 coming soon. I've been working on that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's
big head mode?
No.
Okay.
But I made some very crucial changes that I should have made before, and now it on Android at least runs like it should have.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of the Android stuff ran into a lot of stupid slowdown things because of very dumb decisions I made, and I cleared all those out, and so it should be a bit better. And there's a new control option, sensitivity option, like if you play on an iPad, for example, you don't have to move your finger as much, if you want to get across the screen. So little quality of life stuff like that. And one other surprise, but also I'm also working on a Chinese translation.
What? You don't know Chinese?
I know, I don't.
Oh, shit. Well, okay.
In fact, when I tried once, it ended up pretty badly.
Mattingly just split his pants!
Oh, I found fan fun. Are we ready?
Okay.
Okay. Fan fun. Wait, that's old fan fun.
Yeah.
Time for. Do you want old fan fun or new fan fun?
Dealer's choice.
All right, let's go old fan fun. Let's go classic. Fan fun. We love the fan fun. Where we talk about your name in a good way. Maybe you like the Facebook page. Possibly. And then you send us stories and then money. Maybe a lot of it. And you get $1 for a second. Wait, no, you get a second for $1. And then there's some other things. We hope it doesn't offend you. It might, but we like it anyway. And oh god, what? All right, fan fun. We've got fun from fans. I want to say in the past month, I have been visited by four gold subscribers.
Wow, that's like twice of two.
You got your Isaac. I think he was like 12 years old. He was a good kid. There was an Alan as well. Alan is cool.
You mean Alex?
Oh yeah, Alex is cool. There was a Steven dropped in for a bit. He gave me an unnecessarily large tip, which I greatly appreciate.
That's not a euphemism, is it?
Well, use your imagination.
Whoa.
No! And my man Mookie and his wife visited Japan.
Mookie Wallace.
They stopped by the bar, and he donated some money. And he recorded a special message, so you better get that Double Dare music ready to go.
He recorded a message?
Yes.
For himself?
Yes. We did on my
him.
phone. We recorded it on my intelligent phone.
Okay, play it. Jeez.
Okay. Hi, welcome to donations. Mark and Kaylin donated some money, so they have 10 seconds. Go. It's already half over. You have 4 seconds.
Hi, this is Mark. I'm from Colorado, and this is my wife. She is too, but she came from California originally.
What?
10 seconds is up. I love No More Whoppers.
Wow. It's Hideki, you want to say something? All right, great.
He's playing Suikoden.
It's great. Suikoden.
Hi, Mom.
Or Suck It. Did your mom listen to this?
I don't think so, but I'll tell her to listen to it.
Thanks, Mrs. Yoshimura. All right. Get a little bonus Hideki jumping in at the end there.
All right.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Now you're on the pod show.
Yeah, now what do we do with these? I forgot. Do we make fun of them?
It's been so long, I forget, but it couldn't hurt.
Do we mock their name or something?
I think
what
so.
Was that?
His name is Mark, but he goes by Mookie, and I can't get angry at Mookie because it sounds pretty Guido, so I'm down with that. Hey, Mookie.
He's playing at your heart, isn't he?
He is. He's tugging at my Parmesan strings. Oh, fun. Well, all right. That's fan fun for this week.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, I found the Facebook likes and then I unfound them. But I have to go back. I have to go back through and do it proper.
You should just write notes for yourself because you seem to come back to your computer every 2 months when you need to record the show. Just leave a note for yourself saying, this is how you find the Facebook like.
That's a good idea. Because you're right.
Shit.
I only use my computer for recording the podcast. Everything else I can just do on my phone or my iPad.
Yeah.
Why is it like order pizza?
Right.
Or order McDonald's. I made the mistake of ordering McDonald's delivery yesterday.
What? Why? What?
Yeah.
Why are you still eating that crap?
Because it's summer and I don't want to leave my room because it's air conditioned.
What are you, 6 years old?
And if I can just push things on a tablet, Raymond, I can push buttons on a tablet and have them deliver a sodium brick to my face.
And I want the Sonic 3 Happy Meal.
Yes, I do. Wakanda Knuckles. But you
shouldn't laugh too hard at that. I really shouldn't.
So 2 things that suck about McDonald's delivery is there's a 300 yen delivery charge.
Oh, well, you want to come over to America and see what ordering delivery from an app is really like?
I'm not finished, Ray.
Oh, man.
There's a 300 yen delivery charge, and there's a 1,500 yen minimum purchase.
Oh,
so
that's cheap.
If I'm eating for myself, which I always am, it means I'm ordering 3 different burgers and then probably getting sick on them a couple hours later.
You could save one thing.
Yeah, but McDonald's does not reheat well.
Well, you seem desperate enough to want to eat it, so why wouldn't you be desperate enough to eat it a bit chilled?
Because I want to eat it when it's quote-unquote fresh. Subway, eat fresh. That's their slogan. McDonald's slogan.
That's Baja Fresh, you idiot.
McDonald's slogan is Baja Fresh, Subway, eat fresh. We treat you right.
Gun survivor.
McDonald's gun survivor. Oh, I'm playing it.
It's a very short game because it's in a small space, but
oh fuck!
Actually, that could be like a Lethal Enforcer stage.
Oh fuck! I'm more worried about legal enforcers. Am I right? Hey, collar tug.
Yeah, no gun involved there, unfortunately.
I ordered. I got a set, a combo.
Happy set.
2 extra burgers, an apple pie, and a vanilla shake. and immediately felt like shit after finishing all of it.
That's weird.
But the secret, not so secret, worst part about ordering McDonald's delivery is that it takes upwards of 2 hours.
Why in the fuck?
I don't know. I've ordered Domino's, and I've had it here in as little as 15 minutes after I ordered. And I don't know.
Now, this is through McDonald's themselves, yes? This delivery service?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we have things like Grubhub or Postmates or something. And what they do is they hire people for very low salaries, like Uber or something. And you order something on the app, and then they have one of their people go to the restaurant and pick the thing up for you. So basically, a restaurant that doesn't deliver can theoretically offer delivery through the app and this underpaid courier. So that's how it really works here. So I could order from McDonald's, in fact, but because McDonald's does not actually order delivery, I have to do it through one of these apps. And they charge out the butt, too. Their minimum orders, I think, well, I don't know how much is dictated by the restaurants themselves, but minimum orders are like $30.
Oh, God.
Sometimes, yeah.
Don't even.
Yeah.
Well,
that's with a delivery fee and I think a convenience fee. And, of course, you are encouraged to tip. And, it adds up.
That is one thing I do not miss about America is tipping. And I'll tell you right now, the one thing that I miss most about Japan when I do visit America is not having the washlet on the toilet. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You gotta spray your taint.
We don't have a washlet, but we do have a gun now.
Oh my! Oh, gun survivor.
Yes, yeah. Tell you what's not surviving. So a couple of our toilets have guns now because it's a thing where my lady is from. So.
What is it? What do you mean gun?
It's a spray gun,
like
attached to the toilet line.
Like a super soaker?
Not exactly. It looks more like a
water pick,
sink sprinkler.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, you give yourself a splash.
Sink. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
It was because her parents were over here last time, and they were like, "Why don't you have the thing? What are you, an animal?"
I forget who said it, but somebody kind of summed up the appeal of the washlet very eloquently. Like, imagine that you shit in your hand and then smeared it on your arm.
I don't have to. But continue.
Well, for the listener, imagine that you just shit in your hand and then smeared it on your arm. Like, are you content cleaning your arm with just a dry paper towel, or are you actually going to want to wash that shit? Literally, you're going to want water in there. You're not just going to use a dry thing and scrape it off of your skin. Why would you treat your butt that way? You don't. Vote Alex for Congress 2018.
Wait a minute. You said one of your friends said that, not you.
I'm appropriating his comment as I am now a politician.
Well, people are going to notice that. They're going to find this in this recording. And
I'm not on trial here.
Well, you might be, because if you're running for office, you'll be pretty much...
This podcast is not under oath. Or is it? Did you swear me in?
Well, we did in episode 1, and it just kind of sticks.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's right. You swore me in episode 1. I put my hand on the Bible and everything. The defendant. I didn't eat his sandwich. Man, I miss Court TV.
Wrong one.
I miss Court TV.
Do you? I don't, because my dad watched it every goddamn day during the Menendez brothers shit.
All right, I mean shit like Judge Judy or Kids Court.
Well, it's not on Court TV. Judge Judy isn't. She's on syndicated daytime television.
I mean Court TV
in
as
your
a genre.
Market.
Raymond?
Channel 7?
Ray? I mean Court TV as a genre, not as a channel.
Oh, you mean court-based television programs.
Thank you, court-based entertainment.
Thank you for using the correct term.
Sorry. Speaking of sports entertainment, I'm getting deeper into Japanese pro wrestling, and it is not disappointing.
Okay, well, then I can go. You can go ahead.
No, Raymond!
I'll be back in a second.
Fine. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, well. Yeah, very. Ray's gone, so I'm just gonna say I'm very excited for Kenny Omega versus Kota Ibushi in Budokan next month. I'm gonna see if I can't buy the pay-per-view package so I can watch it at my parents' house. Maybe my friend Brad can join me. It would be nice if we could get my buddy Tom on FaceTime to watch with us. But you never know.
Hey, why didn't you get people to pitch in on the pay-per-view?
What do you mean?
Just pitch in some bucks to afford it.
Well, you think I can't afford $10?
No.
Oh shit!
You're in dire straits.
I am money for nothing. Yes, I'm in such dire straits. I need money for nothing.
Your chicks for free. Oh, should I not say that out loud?
What?
That was the other part of the song.
Oh, there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I also I had a dream where my buddy Tom and I won a contest to have lunch with Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi in their hotel room. Mm-hmm. And we did. And then Kenny Omega stands on the bed and calls Tom up and then does his finishing move to him, the one-winged angel. And Tom is instantly killed with a huge smile on his face.
Nice, yeah.
It's pretty great.
Probably also orgasmed at the same time.
Yes, that was in there as well.
What was it?
Do you even dream, Ray? Do you have dreams?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Okay, what's one that you remember?
I think it's been too long. I don't really.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. I don't have the same brain power you do.
You are such a disappointment. I wouldn't use the word power.
Well, you already have this crazy recall that enables you to make these very, very bizarre references that are nonetheless comedic. But I mean, so the fact that you can remember your dreams so frequently and so well is not really a surprise to me. Me, on the other hand, I can't come up with shit half the time, and it's because probably I can't remember my dreams that often.
I only remember them because as soon as I wake up, I tweet them, so they're always there. Like a lot of, you do forget. I think you...
State Farm is there.
I think it's like within an hour of waking up, you forget like 90% of your dreams unless you write them down, which is a weird thing. Because the whole function of dreams are basically like your mind pooping. Because the whole function of dreams, the whole function of dreams is to process events that happened during your day that you didn't know how to process at the time.
Do they get a washlet for that?
Yes, it's called Skull Buddy. Pick one up at CVS.
Jesus, that sounds really bad.
Yeah, but no,
I think it's called a helmet.
Oh yeah, the whole point of dreams is to process things that your brain did not know how to process during the day when they happened.
Yeah. So how do you process a guy pile driving your friend Tom into a bed?
I don't know. I must have been thinking about the upcoming match the other day, and that entered my mind.
Yeah.
And because it's basically supposed to be. It's like a waste product. Your brain, after you wake up, after you're up for like an hour, your brain just forgets. It's like, well, that's done. That's processed. Bye.
You're a waste product.
I know. People have been telling me this for years.
That is so Alex.
Yeah. Thanks.
Not your dad, hopefully.
Yeah.
Be bad.
Spooky.
Oh man. Okay. So that was fun.
Yes, I agree.
Oh man. We're coming up on 2 hours here, right? Do you want to start bringing it in for the landing?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do that. Landing.
Okay. All right.
Land this bitch.
Okay.
Pushing tin.
What?
Pushing tin.
Is that a thing people say?
No, it's just a movie.
Oh, what's it about? Don't say pushing tin.
Air traffic controllers.
Oh,
John Cusack.
Okay.
You remember that?
No.
Any recall? Okay, you can recall your goddamn weirdo wrestle dreams, but you can't recall a late 90s, possibly early 2000s movie.
I've never wrestled John Cusack.
Well,
change my mind.
Well, you're in the Invitational, so.
Yes. Oh, man.
Turns out you are a celebrity, Alex.
Trying to get Cusack in the sack, know what I'm saying? Wait, sorry, Joan Cusack.
Okay, right. Yeah. Sure. That's acceptable, because you're heterosexual.
Jerk off.
More or less.
All right. Well, we have a website, nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com. We should probably get off Tumblr, I feel like, sometime.
Yeah? But
it's free hosting.
That's
free
true.
Real estate.
It's free real estate.
Let's see. So you can go there and find our donate button. Give us money. Alex may need some.
Yeah.
Just QED.
Try to remember the basics of QED.
Give Alex money.
Yeah. QED is which it does stand for Quality Entertainment Directive.
Okay.
No, it's a Latin thing, and I don't remember what it stands for.
Yeah, who gives a
But it
crap?
means it has been proven. I think it's quid. Never mind. Money.
Facebook.com/nomorewhoppers, Twitter.com/nomorewhoppers. Those are things. Alex, you're on Twitter.
I am on Twitter. Find me at Patooey. That's Pitohui. No relation to the insufferable anime Patooey. You can follow the bar at Critical Hit Bar or on Facebook at facebook.com/Critical Hit Bar. And if you want some hilarious out of context quotes that I overhear at the bar, you can follow at OOCCHQ on Twitter.
Could be Critical Hit Kiowa soon, huh?
That's true. Welcome.
Who knows?
How was your weekend? Fucking fascinating. What's your hobby? Awesome. Wow. What are you gonna do this weekend? Amazing. Bye. See you later.
And here's how to say all that.
That's how to teach an English lesson in Japan. That's how to do Kiowa.
Yeah.
How was your weekend? What did you do? What are you doing next weekend? Done. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Seems to me like they might be a scam.
No shit.
But not Critical Hit.
That's right. I am not I am 100% live sports entertainment.
Alex is the realest motherfucker you will meet.
I'm gonna hug your brain and then suplex your brain.
All right. Too much wrestling stuff.
Sorry.
Especially
it's never.
the hug.
No, it's never. Yeah, I'll use my finishing move, the hug.
Yeah. Very, very innovative.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you could buy my magazine Scroll and send that to Alex.
Yes, buy some issues of Skrank. It's pretty good.
I mean, the whole point, I don't care who buys them. I just want them to fill his bar. So the cops will come in and be like, oh, well, this seems like a nice establishment. A lot of magazines here. What is a hair salon? Oh yeah, well, there's a guy in the back getting a haircut. Yeah, okay, well, everything seems good here. Oh, you got a Sega Genesis on the wall. Love that. We know over here we call it a Mega Drive. And so
on. What was issue 12 about?
The MSX.
Okay, what was 11 about?
Warp.
What was 10 about?
Boku no Natsuyasumi.
Okay, I have everything up through 10. I still need 11 and 12.
Wow.
So, yeah, put me on your Amazon wish lists. I also need a copy of Kid Chameleon, a.k.a. Chameleon Kid.
You could also, it'd be nice if you had a Nintendo Switch.
Yes,
right?
I would like. I want to play the Mario, the Zelda, and this new Octopus Journeyman that's out.
Right.
I know that's the name of it. Don't correct me.
Yeah. We should just go ahead and get you like a public Amazon wish list where you're kind of like, one of those sex workers on the camera.
That seems like a fun idea. I'm kind of a sex worker, but with my brain.
Yeah.
And mouth? Well, no, that's okay.
Kenny Omega, but he doesn't know that. Okay, let's see. I guess by the time this will be out, I was on Retronauts recently. I should be on again.
Oh, nice.
Maybe.
What was it about?
It was about Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh, yeah.
And there should be a follow-up related to that.
Super Mario Brothers 2 is actually...
Don't do it.
No. It's actually a Japanese game called Katamari Damacy.
That's it.
Yeah.
You really blew my mind there. Okay. Well, Alex, of course, like I said before, we are supporting you.
Thank you. I do appreciate
your dream does not die in darkness or whatever.
Good. I mean, thank you.
Keep your chin up.
Hey, what is it? Dark dreams don't die?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my motto going forward.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for being a good sport on this episode.
Thank you.
Of No More Whoppers. Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show, After many years and lots of editing, we're finally ready to provide our Kickstarter backers with our tour of Japan's hottest video game bars.
Okay, level 7. Let me get my book.
Hi, this is Karen, Nintendo gameplay counselor.
The key in the item box on the first floor. That's where the new game.
All you gotta do is wait until the thing lights up.
There you go, updates.
Nintendo game playing. I'm Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Haley, and I've got a wizard who's going all the way to the championships in Los Angeles.
All right. Fun.
All I need is a little help. Okay, let's start with Simon's Quest.
Right, hang on. I wanna grab a beverage. Okay, all right. In the next room, go over to the corner, touch the painting, and get 1 blue crystal. Take it upstairs to the pedestal, and make sure you got your fire shield on, because it's time to fight Blasphemous. He's going to open with Maelstrom, which is going to knock your puppet down to 5 HP. Then you beat him, and fun goes.